What's up, everybody? It's He TV. Today I'll be making my top 5 coasters at my home park, the Grayscape. Now, just to let you know, the Grayscape doesn't have a lot of roller coasters, but I have a few honorable mentions. So first off, we have Grease Lightning. Obviously, it's a Larson Superloop, and obviously, it's not a roller coaster. But I'm sure the GP at this park would think it's a roller coaster because it's a loop. And also, we have Frankie's Mine Train. Now, Frankie's Mine Train is a ride where you can only ride with someone that's under 54 inches, which I don't like, and it's a kiddie coaster, so why put a kiddie coaster in my top 5? Because I don't think that's fair to judge it. So without further ado, let's start off with my top 5. First off, we have the Steamin' Demon, an aerodynamics corkscrew model. Now, let me just point out that this was my very first looping coaster I've ridden, and I was 7.5 years old. Now, let me just tell you that this ride, you're wondering why it's low, it is very painful. I do not like the corkscrew section. It gives me a headbang on every ride. Even the first vertical loop gives me a headbanging at times too. Even with the new trains they added in 2009, it's still not been enjoyable. I really hope they take this ride down and build something more interesting. That's all I have to say for Steamin' Demon. Now, you may be wondering why Alpine Bobsled is number 4 on my list. Well, first of all, this ride is manufactured by Intamin, but I want to tell you that this is the worst Intamin I've ridden. This ride is also unbearable for me. It's not as bad as Steamin' Demon for roughness goes, but the brakes, that's the thing that bothers me, and the seats. The brakes are so rough that it hits my legs, and I come off this thing with bruises. Number 3, we have an aerodynamics family coaster called Canyon Blaster. It is a mine train model, and I would like to mention that Canyon Blaster isn't as rough as people say it is. They say it's like the worst coaster invented, but it is not that bad in my opinion. I really enjoy the Helix section, and I like the layout too for its family coaster. I think it's pretty cool. I like how you just go around in helixes. That's what I like about Canyon Blaster. Now we have a Vekoma Boomerang model called Flashback. This was formerly known as the Boomerang Coaster, and this coaster made it to number 2 on my list at Grayscape. Now, I do want to mention that Vekoma Boomerangs aren't the best out there, but this particular one I actually enjoy compared to the other ones I've ridden. It's the smoothest one I've ridden. It's not really a headbang. It's a little rough, but it's not necessarily a headbang. I actually find it quite smooth and a lot of fun to ride at the park. And finally, at number 1, we have a PTC wooden coaster called the Comet. This ride is amazing. I love the airtime moments on this coaster. All my rides in 2018, this ride has been so good, it's ranked higher on my top 10 list. I got ejected on every airtime hill, even the first drop. This thing is awesome. I love this wooden coaster. And I think it's very sad that Golden Tickets don't even put that in the top 10 best wooden coaster list. It's very underrated in my opinion, and it's way far out in the park, which is the only downside. But that wraps up my top 5 coasters at Grayscape. Please let me know on your thoughts what you think. So thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe below, and as always, peace out.